Good evening, good evening. My name's Rodney Glover. I am non-party affiliated. I am a candidate for governor of Florida. I will be in the general election, but since I'm non-party affiliated, I won't be in the primaries. And speaking of the primaries, they come up August 18th. You are going to start to see, if you've not already seen it, Republicans and Democrats advocating for you to get registered to vote so you can vote in the primaries to select the primary Republican candidates and the primary Democratic candidates or party affiliated candidates that are going to be in the general election with, the non-party affiliated and the other individuals. You're going to be there. But here is the question that I have for Republicans and Democrats. And they come on and ask you this question. They're asking you to select a candidate that you cannot control. I would charge any Republican or Democrat to come in the comments and tell me why we should continue to vote for any candidate when their first priority is not giving authority to the citizens to be put in any elected position. With all of the problems that citizens say they have, you're going to see lines full of individuals voting in the primaries. Every citizen can vote in the general election. The primaries, in my personal opinion, should receive 0 votes because you don't have a single candidate, a single Democratic candidate or Republican candidate or party candidate that has an actual plan to give you rules, constitutional control over all elected officials. And that message still won't be enough to stop you from voting in the primaries and wait to see what happens at the general election. If none of you vote in the primaries, I guarantee you those same individuals will be waiting at the general election. But if you keep casting your ballot for people who you cannot control, you need to start explaining that to your family and your friends and the people, and you need to start putting in your will. I do not ever want you to have control, and I want you to always be in a place where you have to protest and not have direct access to hold elected officials accountable. You need to start explaining that better. You need to start putting that information out there because I'm not wrong, but I'm willing to bet that there isn't a Republican or Democrat that can tell me that I'm wrong and that we do have access to control systematically every elected position in the state of Florida because that's what I'm offering citizens at the general election to write my name on your ballot, Rodney Glover, because I'm giving you the power over all elected officials. I know it may not be enough to stop you from voting in the primaries for a person you cannot control, but I'm asking you to sit with that thought for just a second and say, hey, I'm going to wait till the general election. Maybe one of those candidates will say, I will guarantee that I will push for Article 11, Section 3, a constitutional amendment to ensure that every citizen can recall every elected official in the state of Florida. Because right now, the only candidate that is pushing for that level of governance is the candidate running for governor right here, a non-party affiliated candidate that came for the people and tried to do it by the people and is still trying to do it by the people. Even though I missed my window and I could not find 144,000 Floridians that would put in a petition in 120 counties, I couldn't find the numbers to do that. It doesn't mean that I'm stopping or that I'm not going to get out of the race. I'm just going to keep telling you, stop voting for anybody that you cannot control. And if you can control them, you need to say exactly how. Thank you very much. You guys have a great evening.